Go.
Platinumtouchpresents, the show you all been waiting on. And now, it's time for the Hill-arious Show with comedian Malcolmhill.
And action.
This nigga gonna say "in action." What the heck was that? What up, everybody? It's your boy, comedian Malcolm Hill. This is the he said "in action." This is the Hill-arious Show, each and every Thursday from 7 o'clock, 7 to 8. Man, we got we got some good guests on for today, right? We got one of the best comedians in the world. Once again, as always, we have some of the best comedians in the world. My man, Mr. Teddy Carpenter from Def Comedy Jam is going to be in the building. Oh, yeah. Teddy Carpenter, sharp man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in the building, right? Of course, we got word from Lady Shine, the great word from the beautiful Lady Shine, right? There she go. Look at them lips. There you go. Look at them lips. She look like she just throwing us a kiss. The beautiful Lady Shine is going to be in the building later on today. But we got my co-host, my man, N.A. What's up, N.A.? Where you at, N.A.?
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Okay, my man N.A. in the building. Okay, and we got my other co-host, my man Philly Street Poet, is in the building.
What up, what up, what up, what up, Malcolm? What up, everybody?
Okay. As you see, I got on the Overseers. Shout out to the Overseers, man. They came through here, and Overseers organization that I do shows for, a lot. And he said, I'm gonna come by and lace you with the newest Overseer. Look, it got my birthday date on the back. See that? Right there? 28, right? September 28th on the back, my birthday. So make sure y'all, can get me something good, right? We good, man. This is the Hill-arious Show, man. Last week's show was crazy, right? Last week's show was crazy as always, right?
Yes, it was.
It's always crazy, man. Like last week's show was crazy. But for right now, I need people to do me a favor and share this link to some people for me, man. I need the support of the people right now. I need y'all to share this link to some people, man. Share it on some groups if you can. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the love, man. I want to feel the love. I want to see the support. I want to see the love, man. Share this link on some groups, all right? And that's one of the main things, right? To help this thing, move along. N.A., how was your week, man? Did you do anything this week? How was your week?
Beautiful weekend, man. Beautiful weekend. God is so good. I'm so blessed just to have a job and to be working at this time. Great, man. Everything is great. How about you?
Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, you have a job. A lot of you absolutely right. A lot of people ain't working right now. Yeah. A lot of people, voted for the wrong person. So you're going to lose your job. You got masks on. You vote. This is a prime example. You vote for the wrong person, you're going to be in a mask. Okay? It can get worse. You vote for the wrong person, you're going to lose your job. Stores going to close. You're going to be wearing masks. And then,
absolutely. And
a friend of mine going to say, he's making America great. How is it great when we can't even damn near breathe walking down the street?
Damn lie.
Right? Yeah. I mean, really. Street Poet. What's up, big man? How was your weekend, man? How was your week?
Oh man, pretty good, man. Pretty good. Just grinding as always.
Just grinding as always, man. One thing I love about the Street Poet, man, he's so excited to be on the show. When we had when we had tryouts to be on the show, he was going up against a lot of funny comedians, with a lot of juice, a lot of, and he beat them all out, right? He beat them all out by saying, it was all right. My week was all right. I did my.
That's Russell Simmons, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, God bless.
I'm thinking he gonna say he shot 4 people, or he was just
not him. Definitely he's not that type of person.
Oh no,
don't put that.
He's absolutely not that kind of person. That's one thing. That's one thing about this thing, man. We got people. This man is the 3 squares. You don't realize it's a very religious square.
He said religious square.
Very religious, very positive, very great square. Then you got a square that's halfway religious, that's halfway positive, halfway.
And then we got you.
Where's the clap set? Where's the engineer? You know what? We need to have a meeting. All right? We need to have a staff meeting.
Then we got the devil wears Prada.
And that's the overseer. So no.
No. The overseers is one of the best organizations, man.
Oh no, absolutely. Shout out to overseer, my boy.
Before we start, like I always do, man, we got Teddy Carpenter on the line, and I don't want to keep him. I don't want to keep him waiting, man. And I'm gonna just tell y'all a quick story about him. It ain't a story. It's about when I first met him. This is an example of, if you work hard, good things happen for you. And I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah, Teddy Carpenter right there, man. Very, very funny man, right? Listen, he had called me up and to have me open for him for 5 shows out. We was out in Baltimore. 5 shows, like at a comedy club. 5 straight shows, man. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, one. Crazy, right? But he don't understand what that actually meant to me, and it showed me that, that I came a long way. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I first met him, Tommy T. Smooth had got me backstage at the Dell, and he was one of the the headliners on the show. It was Javon Pearson, B Flat, I think Michael Blackston, and Teddy Carpenter. And I was backstage, and I've never been backstage before. I've never seen how this whole comedy thing works. And when he came in, he had his dressing room at the Dell. I'm back there. I'm not supposed to be back there because I didn't have a wristband on. They was about to kick me out, right? So Teddy comes walking in, entourage, whole 9 yards, goes into his dressing room. And 10 years later, for me to get a call from this brother to open for him, said, it let me know that my progress has worked, man. So with all that said and do, y'all don't care about my story, but it's all good because I didn't hear no claps. I didn't hear no nothing. We need a white engineer. I'm not racist. Okay? I'm not racist, but I think we might need a white engineer because the black man, do we got claps? Is the engineer asleep? Is he woke? Is he asleep? Can we hit some claps? Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Thank you, Jesus. This guy. So, okay, we're gonna have a staff meeting, and it's gonna be a lot of changes.
Well, we've been having a staff meeting for the last 8 weeks.
Hey, I'm trying to hang on. Oh, what we got?
Hey, okay. What are you doing?
Huh?
That's a damn lie.
that was. I'm trying to hang on to what we got. Okay, I'm trying to be all black power and all that. Okay.
Well, the budget is what it is.
Well, the budget is low. I understand it. Right now, the budget you get what you're paying for. That's basically what you're saying.
Right.
Listen, man. Listen, we ain't gonna hold this thing up, man, because I got this brother that is an honor for me to have him. Like he said, he done turned down everybody that has been trying to get him on these little StreamYard things, man. This dude been on Def Comedy Jam. He's been on everything that got something to do with comedy, man. So make some noise for my man, Teddy Carpenter. Make some noise for Teddy Carpenter, everybody. What up, homie?
What's going on, man? Y'all got me looking like a black slave on this shit. This shit look like I look like a black slave on this motherfucker.
Nah, you good, man, you good.
Nah, because you can see hair on the side, but you can't see nothing on the top. So you look like.
I thought you meant to do that.
No, I ain't mean to do the shit. That's just bullshit now. That's these new platforms and shit don't tell the truth.
Yeah.
I actually do got hair on it. I should have shaved or something, but I'm man, fuck it.
Yo, listen,
man. How y'all doing, man?
We good. It's definitely
what happened to the lady? Did y'all kick the lady off?
Nah, she in the back. That's Lady Shine. She in the back.
So basically, when Lady Shine comes in and she gives like a report on everything that's going on towards the end of the show.
That's normally how shows go because most niggas don't read well, so they get a female to read all the shit that's going on and you know in the world and whatever the case may be. You know,
right.
A lot of brothers didn't graduate college because they ain't had the right chick.
Yeah,
you know, you gotta have the right motherfucking broad to graduate college, man. Help you with them fucking grades. You know, that's 100. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I had old cockeyed motherfucker. She reading both sides of the book at the same time because this bitch all cockeyed. So you know my grades was fucked up.
I ain't gonna lie. I kept a big girl to help me with my work, man.
We not allowed to cuss on here. My bad.
Yeah, you can cuss.
I think if you wore them shades, I could at least cuss.
he been getting on me about why.
Hey man, that's a wash. That's a wash, man.
Hey, why you look like
you definitely cuss, man.
And you know what else too? He told that damn story. I be telling him, man, don't be telling that damn story. Cause look, he said, yeah, I got him backstage, and then 10 years later, god damn.
Yeah.
I mean, the nigga ain't do shit for you in 10 years. I don't know if that was a compliment or what. Oh, god damn, 10 years.
I think he took a shot at you.
I think so too. You know what I'm saying? Cause when he said it, I was like, damn, like a nigga hit me in my head.
Yes, but you let me rock out with you for 5 straight shows. That was the first time.
Yeah, you did well too. He went out there. I'm gonna tell you the truth. He put pressure on me. He was like, look, motherfucker, I be putting a lot of niggas down. Don't nobody look out. Yep. I said, all right, you know, if I ever come across, it's like 5 or 6 guys, man, that motherfuckers, I didn't get a lot of people. Even now, man, I don't get a lot of people to pick up the phone and say, listen, nigga, I got 20 tour dates, come and help me tear that motherfucker down. Matter of fact, I ain't never got them calls. No, because a lot of strong acts, they ain't gonna want you. They're not gonna be competed against. And not that that's what I'm doing, but you got to go out there and give a show so you can get your bread back. When you're at a certain level, you gotta perform, because that's the only way that you go out and you get your bread. So I would never tell another comic, "Hey man, ease off the gas." Mm-hmm. Nah, motherfucker, press on. What you gonna do ain't gonna hurt me. I'm gonna get my money. Right. So what you do ain't gonna hurt me. Now, what I will say is, be mindful of what your language is. Like you should be able to, in my theory, I might be wrong, I'm old school. You should be able to cuss without anybody remember you cussing. Right. If they go away saying, damn, all he said is motherfucking bitch hoe, and I say all of it. Right. But they should be able to go away remembering the joke as opposed to the cussing. Right. So Malcolm got out there, he jumped out there, and I don't know if he was, we had a nice little crowd. They say we was either sold out or close to sold out.
It was sold out. All of them shows were sold out.
Yeah, they it's seat about 300, comedy club, Yeah. And it's a nice setting. All you gotta go do is do your thing, right? And I wanted Malcolm to press on the gas. I don't care how funny you are. Like, it ain't gonna hurt me or bother me. Right. But I think he got out there, jumped out there, and he was the what I remembered is the language overpowered his jokes. Mm-hmm. And I pulled him aside. I was like, nah, nigga, take that bullet. Right. Don't be afraid to do the material. Right. You're gonna be all right. In the last 2-3 shows was probably the best shows
yeah.
I've seen him do, because he did it. He did. A lot of motherfuckers say, okay, and they'll go right back because they're not used to they're not used to change. First of all, they can't change.
Right.
That shows comedy maturity right there.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make an adjustment? A lot of motherfuckers can't make an adjustment. The second thing is he changed it and he formulated it, and to me that was his best shows, and the crowd gave it to him. They gave it up to him.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna tell you the reason why that first show is because the day before that first show was on a Thursday. I had a clean show, right, on that Wednesday, right, and I killed it. But I was so mad that it was clean and I couldn't be myself. So when I finally came out there to Baltimore with you, that first show, when I walked out there, I thought I was Eddie Murphy, and I lost my mind, and I was going, you know what I mean? And then once you set me down, I said, no, you don't have to do it like that. And I pulled back, and it just got better and better. And plus with the rotation of doing 5 shows, it made it easier on me. But one thing I'm gonna say about you, which is one of the strangest things, is you are a laid back dude, right? But then when you get on stage, you funny as hell. Like a lot of dudes be trying to be funny all the time, and this. I wouldn't even hang around you. I wouldn't even know you're one of the best comedians in the world. Like seriously, it's the funniest thing. You know, I hang around Denny and Tommy. These dudes, it's like, then when I hang around you, like they had the party for us and everything. Yo, that's another thing. Those 5 days, right? They had parties for us, hotel room, you know, food. I could eat food all night, man. So I was out there bugging. But like I'm saying, hanging around you, how chill you are, and not showing that you funny, and as soon as you get on stage, it's just like up here, like it's crazy. Man.
Well, for me, it's always been it's a job. I mean, I'll laugh and joke like people I know and whatever. I laugh and joke and whatever, but that's my way of. I'm not back there saying my lines.
Right.
I'm not back there like, okay, I'm gonna do this and okay, and then I've been doing this shit for. Listen, man, I done got in fights and walked on stage. I done got guns pulled on me. Nigga, Doodoo Brown pulled a gun on me. I'll never forget that motherfucker.
Wow. Oh, we need that.
He got drunk on stage and the nigga went like 30 minutes over what he supposed to do. And so of course I confronted him. And the motherfucker kept trying to get past me. And I wasn't letting him pass me at first.
Right.
And then, I let the nigga pass, and the motherfucker was going to his bag to get his gun. Then he came back talking shit, and they calling me at the same time. Ted, you up next. And I'm like, and my dumb ass trying to figure out, like a superhero, how to smack this motherfucker gun out of his hand and get to his ass, and they still calling me, all right, you next. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. And but I had to go out on stage. Them people didn't know the difference.
Right.
And I stuck my foot in it because they was always telling me how good. Listen, man, at the end of the day, I got war wounds on my face, and I've been doing this shit for a while. And it's for me, it's really still fun, but it's a business. And so therefore I kind of take it as such.
Right.
But it's always good to let, which didn't happen to me a lot, let younger comics, and when I say young, I'm talking about young in the business, come and hang out, see how the shit supposed to be. See how the crowd's supposed to act. See how, shit supposed to run. Because again, there's a lot of dudes out there, and funniest dudes that you think the funniest niggas, they will tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey man, don't do that joke.
Right.
Because they don't want pressure on them. And for real, I don't want no pressure on me. I want an easy walkthrough. Get in, get out. That's why I stopped fucking with people and always joining with people in the audience. Because I want to get in, get out.
Right.
Get in, get out. I got an hour, I got 2 hours that I'm trying to squeeze into 1 hour. So I ain't got time to go back and forth with nobody. I'm taking all of this and squeezing it in compact, and I want to be able to take you anywhere I want you to go, whenever I want you to go.
Well,
so,
look,
you know, from start to finish, I might 4 or 5 shows. I'm gonna do 4 different ones.
Yeah, you do.
I mean,
yes, you did.
I mean, I'm gonna do it. Just just depends on how I feel.
Well, look, I want to know what got you started into doing, because you really like a serious dude, but you funny as hell. So what got you into stand-up comedy in the beginning? How did you start this thing off in the beginning?
I mean, like everybody else, listening to Richard Pryor albums, being able to, we had all the albums, being able to recite damn near everything he done said.
Right.
Listen to old Dolomite albums and all kind of shit.
Yeah.
We had a record player. I put that shit on, and my mother was one of them moms that, I wasn't out getting into a whole bunch of trouble, but, cussing wasn't a thing. Of course, I didn't cuss in front of her.
Right.
But I get out, man, to this day, way down in the jungle, the badass line stepped on the 65 monkeys foot. The monkey said, motherfucker, can't you see where you standing on my goddamn foot? Just all the lines, ran way up in the banana tree to get the grin. Look down and say, you big bad motherfucker, you been bullshitted again. All the, man, so I go to school with this shit in elementary school, and and at the time you didn't know you went to a segregated school. Right. I lived in an all-black neighborhood, but we went to a mixed school. Mm-hmm. And looking back on history now, they was just trying to mix these little motherfuckers. So of course we had mostly all white teachers, and them white teachers was like, nah, this motherfucker not gonna make it. Right. He in here with too much shit. This little nigga here, he off the chain, you know what I'm saying? But luckily in my neighborhood, I wasn't a real bad kid, but I mean I could talk shit with the best of them. But luckily in my neighborhood, I had bad kids. So they were so busy trying to deal with all them little bad motherfuckers, I could get away with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So
how did you killed Def Jam? How did you get to get on that? Because you killed that joint, man. So how did you get that Def Jam?
Man, Def Jam, man, it's a long story with Def Jam. I still got a love-hate relationship with them. I feel like them motherfuckers.
We gonna get it.
Like I was one of the first motherfuckers that was like, man, fuck Def Jam. Wow. They suck my dick, and I mean,
Lord.
I said it, and I'm saying it now.
Oh yeah, you are.
it's one of them things. I mean, listen, ain't no need to put your head down.
You crazy.
History is history. Def Jam, and I mean, I could get into the shit deep, but Def Jam learned how to pimp a whole generation of comics. Now, don't get me wrong, them motherfuckers put a lot of people on. That's why you see the stars, but that's not to say that they eventually wouldn't get on anyway. True. Def Jam just speeded up the process. That's why I say I have a love-hate relationship, because you have to give credit to Russell and all of them and give them credit. So you got to give them love in that sense.
Right.
But nigga, y'all made a fortune and I made 717.
717.
When you did Def Jam, your motherfuckers don't know, your paycheck was 717.
That's it. And they making all that, selling it on TV.
717. You heard what I said. 717. That's what you made.
The engineer woke up. That's what's up.
717. So they had auditions. I never had to do an audition. I was already doing stand-up comedy before this Def Jam shit ever came about.
Right.
And in fact, I didn't even want to do Def Jam. I was like, man, what the fuck is a Def Jam? Fuck Def Jam. Nigga, you got to understand the times.
Yeah.
During that time,
that was the biggest.
You got to understand the times.
Right.
You got to understand the times. You can look back and say what, but I'm telling you what it was.
Back then? Okay.
At that time, the biggest thing that you could do is a 30-minute special.
Right.
White boys was given 30-minute comedy specials. And when you got one of them, or you got to be on Johnny Carson, you was the man.
Right.
Keep it being.
So that's all you was focused on. You feel me?
Right.
At that time, they didn't have, you think it was a chitlin circuit. No, black comedy was far and few in between. You had to be a white boy and well, you didn't have to be a white boy, but you had to do white shows and understand how to make white people laugh, even dress a certain way to not offend them. You feel me?
Right.
Def Jam came along and said, man, fuck all that. Y'all can cuss as much as y'all want and do whatever. And I was like, hold on.
Man,
I'm telling y'all, hold on. Let me get this shit straight. You can get up that motherfucker and say whatever the fuck you want, and you can, man, you can do your shit. You can put it. I was like, nigga, that's like this. That's like going to the slave house and saying, listen, you gonna run everything. You gonna be the master. So I said, I don't trust these motherfuckers.
Right.
Like first, when I said fuck Def Jam, I was like, I only want a 30-minute special. I don't want these. I don't want to do this bullshit.
Right.
And somewhere along the line, I was just like, you know what? All right, fuck it. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go do this Def Jam bullshit. I'm gonna go meet the producers.
Mm-hmm.
And I told, and this is a true story. It's gonna be in the book whenever I write the motherfucker. I said, listen, I went in the production room. Bullshit you not. I said, I'm gonna get a standing ovation.
Yeah. You did.
And when I do, who do I talk to about getting a 30-minute special?
Hey, you knew.
Them motherfuckers laugh. They laugh. They like motherfucker, this Def Jam. Like they start laughing. Like, get the fuck out of here. So this white broad say, and I think she was being sarcastic. Black hair, white broad. She was like, "Come back to me." I said, "So you the person I talked to?" She said, "Come back to me." I said, "No problem." So when I did Def Jam, you never, if you're gonna do a TV show, always. Never go on the first show.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Never go on. If the TV show, look at the schedule. Find the first motherfucker, whoever's doing the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So when they do TV shows, of course, you do all the shows in one day. They just make it look like several days.
Right.
So Def Jam was taped in a week, but it makes it look like they tape it every week.
Okay.
So you go in and you say, I want to be on the second show. How many people? You always find out how many people. 5 people. How many people y'all recording? And I think it was 5 or 6.
Right.
I want to be number 3 because I want a couple motherfuckers to warm up the audience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I want a prime spot, and then I want to leave these niggas in the dust and make them, figure out why the fuck I ain't go first. Because you want the best tape.
Right.
So that's what gives you the best tape. So Def Jam recorded the first show and I watched. And I saw how the audience jumping up and down and responded and certain shit and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And as they did that, I just adjusted 1 or 2 motherfucking jokes. That's all. Right. So the show that I taped was with Bill Bellamy. Actually, I take that back. It was with Bill, Bernie, and myself and a couple of other people I can't remember.
Okay.
And when they edited, I came out on the very second. They edit and put shit together. At that time, Bill was their man. Bill Bellamy was their dude.
Yep.
So they're going to put Bill, and they're going to make sure Bill all right.
Right.
I think Bill would admit when we left Def Jam, Bill was like, I got work to do.
Yeah.
You smoked them. I like to hear all of it. You smoked them. I see your face. You ain't got to answer the question.
No. It's not that I smoked him. I think they had plans for Bill to headline when the videotape came out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So he couldn't headline the one I was on. The best place to put Bill,
right,
I think, was first because they was also banking off of Bill's looks.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So skill wise, I'm not gonna get on here and like, oh, I put the wood to his ass. No, it was just that Bill, they rolled their dice on Bill,
mm-hmm.
and then a motherfucker like me come along.
Right.
Okay.
And they like, where the fuck did this nigga come from?
Right. Right.
And although they got exactly what they wanted, now they had to shift shit around.
I got
you. And even Bernie. See, people don't realize Bernie did a show. Bernie did Def Jam maybe 3 times, 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
The very first time Bernie did Def Jam, Bernie didn't get the response
that he wanted.
I heard.
he wanted.
I heard.
I'm not saying it wasn't bad. It just wasn't, you know,
what he wanted.
It wasn't, you know. So it was a tape. It was a tape that you put in there and you laugh and, you know, you might not even remember motherfucker's name.
Right.
When he came up with "I Ain't Scared of You Motherfuckers,"
Mm-hmm.
I got to be careful of what I say.
No, say it. We need ratings.
No, listen what I'm saying. People will take what you say and try to misconstrue it.
Okay.
I got you.
So
I got you.
I want to make sure that I'm saying it in the context of all love and not
disrespect. Exactly.
Well, I need ratings.
Bernie, I did countless shows with Bernie.
Okay.
Bernie was a nervous motherfucker before he hit the stage. Now you would never know it.
Right.
But it's still dudes to this day. You know, James Anthony. Not James Anthony. Jay Anthony.
Yeah.
That nigga's a wreck before he get on stage.
Yep.
So when he hits the stage, you would never know it.
Yep.
So Bernie was, you got to understand, when we came to do Def Jam, everybody, like I already knew who these headhunters was. Like, it was certain niggas that came. It was 1,000 comics, but it was certain motherfuckers that was headhunters. And you kind of knew, you know, this cat coming out of Chicago, he mean. They didn't even want to do Steve Harvey.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
They didn't want to film Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey had to do some finagling with Brillstein and Gray.
Right.
Because I think at the time they was managing him, and then they had something to do with the production. That's how Steve got, because they say Steve looked too old. Steve at that time had the patch in the back of his head. Steve was old nigga. Big ass mustache. Steve's 76 years old, man.
Back then, he was 76.
I asked him yesterday. That nigga say he's 125.
Ted, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 for you, because I know that once you start, you're going to really give us the whole thing that's going on with you. My first question is, when is it that you knew that you made it? And my second question is, what is it that you would tell to the up and coming artists as far as them trying to get put on?
Oh, these are quick questions. I ain't never made it.
What?
I ain't never made it. I always been on the doorstep of everything that's happened. I always been, you know, I equate this shit like heavyweight boxing. I always been that motherfucker, that the opponent that no motherfucker wanted to fight. And so I didn't get the heavyweight championship money. I didn't get, you know, Tyson money. I didn't get, you know, the fame or whatever. I got, and you know, a lot of motherfuckers will say, oh, he's hard to deal with. Oh, he's hard. But see, let me tell you this. I was Kaepernick before Kaepernick.
Yeah.
When you speak up and you speak out on things that you know that's not right, you're hard to deal with.
Keep it a bean.
That's the story.
That's why I say I have a love-hate relationship with Def Jam.
Yep.
Because Def Jam was pimps for years. It was the pimps.
And
point blank.
And you spoke out.
And you know, just like people in the record industry right now, you see motherfuckers got all kind of hit records. Ain't got no royalties. Ain't got no whatever the case be. And so you like, nigga, you sold 500 million copies. How you broke?
772.
Because Def Jam was a record company. This is what people don't get it. Right. They were a fucking record company.
Oh, that's right. Def Jam. Yep.
They came across Def Jam, and that's a long story of how they came up with this shit.
Right.
Because you know that's a whole nother hour. But they were a record company. So do you think they're not gonna keep most of the money?
True that. Yeah.
So when the Def Jam hit so hard that it's like, you know what it's like? It's like letting independent rappers get on one big label and rap, but you never signed these motherfuckers. You just went for that one. And when these motherfuckers start hitting, like start getting individually popular, now you running around trying to gather all these motherfuckers back up because you want them to be under your shit.
Right.
And for a minute, you go with Def Jam because these are the motherfuckers that put you on. You done seen the same story you done seen in every rap, every motherfucking unsung.
I got you.
Every motherfucking unsung, you done seen the same story.
Yeah.
Period. They sign you for less than 27 motherfucking cents. You don't know no better. You just want to do comedy.
Yep.
Then when you sit back and you start figuring out all the money flying, you want some of that money, and they like, man, goddamn, you hard to deal with.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna tell you. That's what they're gonna tell you.
So now, people to this day don't want to say a lot about Def Jam because it's Russell and it's Def Jam, and they might come back with something and they might put you there. Man, fuck that. Call a spade a motherfucking spade.
So do you think that they use Russell as the face to rob all of the individual? Or do you think Russell was the one that was doing it? Say no more.
Yeah, now, Russell was ahead of Def Jam.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen. I might be wrong.
No, don't be wrong.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. Def Jam was $1 million company and they was doing some shit and this, that, and the third and blah, blah, blah. I think at the time, Def Jam wasn't making no monster moves. They wasn't, whatever case would be.
Right.
Def Comedy Jam ended up being a brilliant moneymaker along with every motherfucker and every other record company and studio and on the radio and everybody. They like to laugh too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So guess what? The Def Jam tour going around. Russell, I need 2 tickets. I need you the head of A&R Records. All your family like Def Jam. They want to come to the show. So guess what? This is a chance to hobnob. It's just like white people going on the golf course. They come to the shows, they laugh. If you laugh and you're more willing to do more shit or open your pocketbook or do more business.
Absolutely.
Think about it. If you take out a female right now, this bitch happy, she more willing to do the shit you want her to do.
That's true.
So how many young comics they got some because they in the right place? They done been up there like this little nigga in the red, he looked like me back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Got the little head. The motherfucker got the little head. Nice little smile. Probably got a gift. I got a little bit of gift to gab.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you realizing I ain't the cutest nigga, but if I hurl these jokes the right way,
it works.
It works.
I got at least if it's 100 motherfuckers in here, I got 4 motherfuckers want to give me some pussy.
At least. If you can't get that out of 100.
I mean, that's
percentage. Right?
That's fact.
That's percentage.
She done came, and you don't have to surprise her with nothing because she done heard all the shit you like. Yeah, when a woman sucked my dick, or when a blah blah blah, or when this happened, she done heard all of it. So it ain't like you surprising her.
Right. Well, look.
You know what I'm saying?
Give me real quick. Give me
your top five
comedians that you like of all times. I asked everybody that question.
I can't give you top 5 because my top 5 would probably be. I don't.
All right. Well, let's not do your top 5. Let's do the top that you would like to listen to. Let's do that. That you would like to listen to. That's
a problem too because.
Well, this is what I'm
saying. I actually don't listen to a lot of black comics.
It ain't got to be black. It ain't got to be black.
I don't know none of the white boys' names. I'm being honest. Yeah, I'm not making that up.
I need you to say cats that you like. Like how about you got Tony Roberts, you got all these dudes, man.
He said what he said.
I like them all, but it's not like
or if he put a show together.
I actually do not listen. I actually very seldom listen to any black comics. I'm being 100. I'm not even making that shit up. So when I say I don't know these dudes, I'm not being in a disrespectful manner. I'm being like I don't keep up with whomever. Now there's certain guys that'll get through that, you know, that you'll see enough times where you at least know their name. But I can't tell you like I saw something one time. What was them dudes? They was on stage all together, and I don't want to sound old when I say this shit, but it's only because I don't pay this shit no attention.
You talking
something 95.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the guys,
the Wild Out Boys.
The Wild Out Boys, yeah.
The Wild Out Boys, right? And they was doing whatever the shit they, you know, the three.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think that was
don't say nah, Malcolm. Why you saying nah?
No, they funny with what they do. No, they funny with what they do. But what I'm saying, I'm talking about stand-up comedians. I'm asking my man, like I asked everybody, give me 5 good stand-up comedians that's
all right. Okay. Well, let's do something different. Give us 3 comedians that
we trying to get something out of.
Hold up. Give us 3 comedians that made you want to do comedy. You got 3 that might have made you want to do comedy, or that you looked up to before you did comedy.
Yeah. I mean, that's going way back. That's like Mons Mabley and Richard Pryor and shit like that made you want to do comedy.
That's good.
But as far as what I'm saying is, you got to know what it is you're looking at. Comedy, I love comedy, but I don't like comedy. And what I mean by that is, you got to know what you're looking at. Like I was referring to the 3 guys that went on stage and was doing whatever that thing they was doing.
I-95.
Well, I think that's a brilliant deal, and it was good for the times. But I also think you was faking the funk because your individual skill set, you can't hold that weight by yourself.
Absolutely.
And so what happens is internet comics get mad when a real comic call them out, but it's only because you're skipping classes and getting your graduate degree, and I know you ain't graduate. You don't know how to spell the word "the."
Right.
Absolutely.
So if you perform in front of a crowd that's not your crowd, nigga, you gonna get your head cut off.
Yeah, you're talking about DC Young Fly and
right.
Absolutely.
And then don't get me wrong, if you go up on stage enough times, you'll get better. So I think DC Young Fly, like I don't know where he is right now. Like I ain't seen the show.
No, I performed with him. He's
a beast.
He's actually working on,
and that's good. But what I'm saying is,
he's actually good.
What I'm saying is, and there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is, a lot of times you're a beast because you got a home game.
Absolutely,
you're playing a home game.
So tell me this: if we got a budget right now, and we giving you a budget, and we saying we need a show put together, you the headliner. Who are the 2 that you're bringing with you for that show?
Hopefully his best friend Malcolm Hill. Okay, that's number 1. But go ahead.
I mean, keep it 100. It would probably have to be 4.
Okay, give me 4. Give me 4.
You get an opening act that knows how to handle. And kind of keep the show where it's supposed to be, but it won't be 4. It'll be 3. The fourth person is the MC. So you have a variety of them. But I would like to go with probably Earthquake and Tony Robbins.
There you go.
I would probably like right now I would probably get fucked up, but if I get 5 shows under my belt, won't be no more ass whoopings. Five shows. First 5-6 shows. I get thrashed right now.
So Street Poet, he told you the two of them. So when this is all said and done, that's what we need to set up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I mean them 2 right there, right now, professional comics, straight from the hip, bust your head open. That make you bleed without you ain't even know you got punched in the face. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You do like this, like damn. They can beat you up.
Yeah,
so
Earthquake's a beast.
Earthquake's
like right now, I was just talking.
That's my favorite.
I was just talking to one of y'all guys out there in Philly. I was just talking to Walt Reeder.
Okay.
About the same thing.
Yeah.
And Walt was like, well, where you at now? I said, Walt, I'm gonna be honest with you, because he was talking about we was talking about a show that you mother suckers. What's old boy name?
Mike Blackston.
Oh, Mike
Blackston chose to headline, and it made Earthquake go in front of him.
He's not a headliner.
That's all you had to tell me.
Not of Earthquake.
That's all you had to tell me. And I was like, so how bloody was it?
How bloody was it?
He said it was.
Keep it
bad.
No, Mike.
And what I mean by that is,
no, Mike can't go over him though. He can't.
No, well, Mike can't go over a lot of people.
Anybody.
Well, but he's in bad shape over a lot of people. But if you put him in the right place, he's fine. And there's nothing wrong with that. So what I'm saying is, comics got to realize where your power is. See, I grew up, for 20 years, probably more than that if I count them. I was headlining over everybody you name.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired now. Like, so for me, I don't necessarily need the headline no more. Like I feel like I've proven that. So I would like to see how one of those nice plush spots, you know what I'm saying, versus I did a show with DL and Bernie Mac, and we did the original Kings of Comedy. We did 10 dates or whatever, and we would switch positions. Like, you go first this time, you go last this time, you go in the middle this time. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty even comics.
Right.
And we were in Houston, and Bernie, DL went on first, Bernie went on second, and these jokers was so funny that I went back, took all my good clothes off, and put my fighting clothes back on, because I had to do that to survive the ass whooping I knew I was getting ready to get. Right. Now I did well, but when I tell you it took everything, like it took everything just to get close, because these dudes was on. And when I say on, I'm talking about stand ovation on. Wow. And I ain't talking about every few people get out. I'm talking about the whole just erupt. I was like, oh my God, these niggas.
Hey, you can hear people stomping their feet.
Man, I'm telling you, that was the closest. That was the closest thing to me.
Right.
Questioning myself before a show.
Wow.
Because I was like, I know I'm good, but I have no idea how to take this ass whooping I'm about to receive.
Wow.
And trust me. And when I finished doing the show, I couldn't even remember. It was like at certain times I would go unconscious back then. So I would actually do a show. When I got off stage, I couldn't remember what I just did. And it was one of those moments, but I know I couldn't come close. I came close, but what I'm saying is I wouldn't be able to top.
Right.
Absolutely.
What I just physically saw myself. Those were probably the best shows I ever seen in my life. Period. So
absolutely.
That's that. So y'all young brothers is young comics?
Nah, they that's a promoter. Both of them is two promoters. They promoters, you know what I'm saying? I gotta keep.
Oh, they got that money.
Yeah, they got the money. I keep them. That's why they hit.
He got the money. That one at the top to the left. Yeah. He got the money.
No wonder he's so quiet. That quiet nigga always got that change.
Yeah,
that's the money.
He got that money.
He got that change, huh? All right.
Yeah. Listen,
Teddy, we trying to bring you to Philly, Teddy.
Man, Philly my stomping ground. I come to Philly. I come to Philly. Listen, Philly my second home, man. Okay. I remember they told me, man, you come to Philly, man, you got to be careful. And I'm like, y'all crazy as a motherfucker. Philly my second home, man. I done been in places in Philly that I shouldn't have been. But man, you could be walking down the street and be like, Ted, what the fuck you doing? Hey man, I'm still here after 3 shows. Like I do a couple of shows that weekend. I'm still here a week later.
Nah. Listen, man, we gotta wrap this up. Listen, Teddy, It is an honor to have you on here because, like I said, you don't be doing all these interviews. So for you to come on my joint, man, it's real good for me right now. Especially this thing just starting. We down at the bottom of the barrel, and for you to come on this joint, you know, just like one call, bam, you said I'm on there. It's an honor to have you, man. And I
appreciate it, man. You know, it was time. I'm actually gonna start doing some stuff myself. I just haven't got my head around this coronavirus stuff. You know, whatever the case would be. And you know, comics, you know, you trying to make ends meet, make the money right. See, Malcolm, you got that nice job, so you got benefits. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm got that, you know, he got benefits. Everybody should have benefits. You know? But I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Ted, before you go, where can we find you at? We want to let everybody know what's going on with you, where we can find you. That's the most important thing.
And you know everybody asks that I ain't doing a goddamn thing.
Look, man,
I ain't doing shit. Listen, bro.
What's your social media? What's your Facebook? What's your Instagram?
Get them niggas none of that. I'm an old head. Them niggas don't need to find me. No, no, at Teddy Carpenter, man.
At Teddy Carpenter, man. Make sure y'all look my man up, man. Yo,
yeah, going at, yeah, I do need to get my yeah, somebody told me I need to get my my likes up, my what do you call them damn things? My likes up, you know, social media. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Get your likes up. It's supposed to get your followers up. But
we got street part right here, and we're gonna put something together when everything is said and done. Yeah, you the first person we call, and we're gonna do that. That's why I want to know everything that's going on, and we appreciate you. You're in my top 10, and it's no order.
Yeah.
No. At one time, listen, man, that don't bother me. At one time, I could easily say top 2, but now I'm like top 10. I take it. I take it. You know, I ain't got no beef, man. I ain't got no beef. But I can tell you this. Don't make a mistake and put no weak-hearted motherfucker behind me.
That's right.
Because even on a bad day, I've been known to cut heads completely off. When we was in that show in Philly just a little while ago, Capone, when I walked in there, Capone seen my face. Capone was like, oh shit. I'm like, what you talking about? Oh, he gonna go over time. Capone making all kind of shit. He gonna go over time. He gonna do it, nigga. I'm gonna do this little bit of time. I'm gonna get the fuck on out. Talent to tell you, I did my little time and rolled on out. That nigga was like this.
Yo, we appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
God bless you.
I'm gonna call you.
I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, Teddy.
Okay, now.
Peace.
All right. How you turn this motherfucker
on? Hit the leave button. He don't know the technical. Hit that button and say.
Nigga, I know a bunch of technical shit. I just don't know this shit. Leave studio.
Yes.
Peace.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about, man. We got legendary comedians come on here, man. And I was glad, man. As soon as I called him, he said I'm on there. I mean, dropped us some jewels, man. But we're gonna go.
Lady Shine.
We're gonna go right into the beautiful Lady Shine. Is she still on there?
She in there.
Lady Shine.
Yeah, I'm here.
Did she fall asleep? I know she's been on there.
What's up, Lady Shine?
What's up, baby?
Hi, peace, King.
Hey, Queen.
Lady Shine.
Hey.
Hey.
What you got for us today? What you got for us?
Listen. Well, I want to do something a little different today.
Okay.
I don't have any current news for you. Basically, from the conversation that we had last week, I was really concerned about something that Nate said.
What was
that? So I just remember last week we had a conversation, and you made the comment about how many more Black people were committing murders and committing crimes, and I told you that is not true.
I was talking about Philadelphia. Philadelphia.
Right. I just want to. I know you said about Philadelphia. However,
number 2.
Talk about what?
Number 2.
Anyway, so basically, what I wanted to do was, when you said that, when you made that comment, it made me think you have drank the Kool-Aid, right? I said, "Oh, boy, you didn't drink the Kool-Aid." Yeah, you didn't drink the Kool-Aid, Nate.
I do like Kool-Aid. I do like Kool-Aid.
So basically, I just wanted to go over. I wanted to bring some clarity to that conversation because I made a few statements, and I just wanted to back it up with some facts, some information, because it's very important in this date and time that we as Black people have an understanding of who we are and where we stand in this environment. First of all, I like to say that Black people, you know, as I said before, the crime is not unique to African Americans. Period. It's not unique to us. It happens in every community, among every, you know, among all people. I feel
Absolutely.
like that. Yeah, I feel like that right now. A lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us have to unlearn everything that we have been taught about who we are, and we have to unlearn. We have to unlearn those things, because the reason why a lot of us sort of self-sabotage and stuff, you know, and you know, we can't build and grow together, is because we believe what we've been taught about each other. So basically, I just wanted to go over some numbers, if that makes sense. So basically, like when we were talking about the number of crime among people in, you know, the Black community, as I said before, I would have pulled up these numbers. It's impossible. It's impossible for Black people to be, you know, heading that we do more crime than anybody else. The reason why it's impossible because we only, as Black people in the U.S., we only make up 13% of the population. 70+%.
Right.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just get out.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you. Go ahead. Do that.
Yeah, let me finish what I want to say. So we only make up 13% of the population. 70% of the population is you know, white people or whatever. So it's impossible for us to commit more crimes than anybody else because the numbers don't add up. And actual numbers, you know, is more of them than it is of us. However, when we and I even, you know, I pulled up some numbers. So let me check out. So I pulled up the FBI report, right? And on this FBI report, it's about crime in the United States. So in 2016, there were 8.4 million people who committed crimes and were arrested in the United States. 5.8 million of those people were white, and 2.6 million were Black.
Okay.
When we talking percentages, 69.6% of the people arrested for crimes in the United States of 2016 were white, and the percentage of Blacks that were arrested was 26.9%.
Wow.
So Nate, when you were saying that it's more, I was like, no, that's not true.
No. Listen.
It's impossible.
Listen.
Now, let me just finish, because you're gonna
Go
get me off. Let me just finish saying what I'm saying.
Finish what you're saying.
Or whatever. Then you can speak. So what I was saying was just that that's not true. Now, some more numbers I want to go over with you. So that's how many people was arrested. But how many people were? Then I looked up how many people were in jail, and those are the numbers that are astronomical, and it's crazy because I just told you how many people were arrested. So per 100,000 people, 678 people, white people, are locked up per 100,000 people. That's how many people are locked
absolutely.
up. I told you what the numbers were.
No, absolutely.
But check it out how many Black people. But look how many Black people are locked up per 100,000 people. 4,347.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But listen. Don't miss. Hold up, wait a minute, though, because I don't want to lose this thought. Don't misconstrue what I was saying to you. What I was saying to you was that when you say the Black Lives Matter and everything, I was talking about just Philadelphia. If you go to the police, and we're gonna go to the police, everybody they killed, it was over 100 people they killed. So what I was saying to you is, we can say Black Lives Matter. Hold up.
Who killed?
Hold up.
The police
I'm saying the police overall. The police overall was like 100 and something with all of the Breonna Taylors and all them. What I was saying to you is, I'm not saying that we're worse or anything. What I was saying, in Philadelphia alone, we had over 300 homicides. We are number 2 in homicides. That's all I was saying. That's all. That's it. And if you Google that, that's the only number I was talking about. I was talking about it's hard for us to go out here. We all know Black Lives Matter. Absolutely. All lives matter. But if we're going to say that, here in Philadelphia, what I was saying is we have to lead by example and stop killing each other because we having senseless crimes. That's all I was saying. That's all it was. That's all it was, sweetie. Don't misconstrue. I don't want you to get misconstrued with it.
No. And that's another thing that I want to bring clarity to. That when you start talking about black on black crime and you talk about police brutality, what I want you to understand is that those are different things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so no,
absolutely.
I don't want you. So,
but I'm just talking about the total number.
No, I'm just
the total
saying,
number.
A lot of people, listen to me.
All right.
So a lot of people, that's what they're saying now. I heard what's his name? They got another guy. He has who's the guy on the podcast, Malcolm?
We only know one podcast. That's the Hill-arious Show. We don't know any other podcasts.
Whatever his name.
I mean, we only know the Hill-arious Show. Hilarious show.
He also, this particular guy also received a lot of backlash because he made the same comment that you made when he was saying everybody always talking about police brutality, but what about what's going on here in Philly?
Absolutely, that's true.
He got a lot of Gilly the Kid said that, right?
He's always gonna get backlash, but he's a good friend to the show, and we love Gilly the Kid. He's talking truthful. Shout out to Gilly the Kid.
That's the clarity that I need that I want to explain. I want to clarify here. Those things are two different things, and the reason this is individual crime and everything is different from police brutality. And I understand what you guys are saying. However, there are two different entities, and you cannot mix them together. And I'll tell you, and I want to explain this really, really quick. You know I'm long-winded. So
yes, you are. But we love you.
Yes, I am. But basically, I just want to say this to you. So remember that young man who went? It's been several mass shootings and mass crimes or whatever done by people who are not black. Remember
he killed
that
10
young
people.
Man who went into
in the church. You can't kill like 10, 20 people, right. But that wasn't 300. It wasn't 300 people though.
No, but I'm not talking about the number of people. What I'm trying to explain to you is he went into that church. He killed those people. The police knew that they killed them people. However, they did not shoot that guy.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And listen, and that's what I was telling you.
But what I'm saying to you, listen to me. But all things being equal, all things, black people understanding that we are no different from other people. The reason why black people are criminalized is because the media criminalizes us. So when it's black on black crime, you hear the word black on black. But I just told you how many white people, way more than us, have been arrested. However, you never hear anybody call it white on white crime.
Well, you're preaching to the choir because we all know that though.
Listen to me. Yes, I do know that. They put a title on it because when they put black in front of it, it criminalizes us. That's propaganda. It's on purpose. The media wants us to believe something about ourselves and wants the world to view us as a certain way.
Absolutely, we know that.
And guess what? Wait a minute. And guess what? It's working. It has worked. So when you justify a police call, when I heard people justifying police killing us because, well, he beat them up, they tased him, and he went in his car anyway or whatever to get a gun, then they justify him getting shot because of that. What they don't understand is all things being equal, black people being equal, the law supposedly being equal for all of us, then if they understand that that guy should have got shot because, like I said before, when that young white boy killed all of those people in the church, they knew I'm just using him as a one example. They knew that they killed him. However, he was able to get a fair trial. When these other guys, these black guys who was reaching for a knife that they didn't even see, get shot multiple times because he was black. He reached for a knife. He was supposed to get shot. Whatever he reached for a knife. He was supposed to get shot. That's what I'm saying. You're not supposed to get shot. You're not supposed to get shot. I just told you, if a young boy just now, these young kids who went into like these different schools and they did these mass shootings, the police didn't shoot them. If they were supposed to get shot too. No, they were supposed to get shot. But you're right. No, I understand that. You're right about that. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that
you're making Malcolm mad at me.
Being equal. What I'm saying is that
it's not equal.
Exactly, and it's unjust.
I agree with
And
you
the
on that.
reason why,
It's
yeah, and the reason
unjust.
why,
It's not
and the
unequal.
reason why it
But
is right, and
it's not.
and the
I
reason
agree with you
why.
with that.
Listen to me.
I agree
No,
with you.
well, why? Can I finish my statement? Okay.
Well, you've been
And the
doing the
reason
statement
why.
for a very long time.
Well,
Well,
Nate,
that's
you need
because
to
you keep
let her finish
interrupting
her
me.
statement, man.
You keep
Oh,
interrupting me.
Malcolm. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Malcolm gets
That's
mad
because
at
I keep
me.
repeating myself. You keep interrupting me.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
So
gonna let you
what I
repeat
am,
yourself
what
one
I,
more time.
yeah, what, yeah. So what I am trying to say is that the reason why, and I made the statement last week, the reason why it's so justified, even by us, when we get shot by the cops or something happens to us, because just like the media has vilified us, we have drank the Kool-Aid and we believe what they say. I just now gave you the numbers about how many people have been arrested and how much more of them have been white than black. However, when you look at the news, what do you see? You only see black people on the news.
Of
So
course.
even though
Of
more
course. Of
white people
course.
have been arrested, we are more, yeah, we're highlighted more,
Absolutely.
and it's on purpose, and it's called propaganda, and it's on purpose,
Absolutely.
and it's for us to believe, yeah, and it's for us to believe, and for the community and everybody else to believe that we are less than. And so when these things happen to
Absolutely.
us, it's justified. You know
Well,
what I'm
then
saying?
stop
Because
with
we have been
absolutely. Damn it, shut up.
dehumanized. Yeah, because
She's right.
we have been.
Then
I'm
let her
agreeing with
say
her.
it with the
She's
absolute.
saying it. I'm saying
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Malcolm's so
because
angry.
we
If you take the shades off, she'll finish.
Let her
Yeah,
finish.
so we have been. Don't be disrespectful.
Malcolm, stop being mean. Stop being
don't be
rude.
disrespectful. So
Malcolm,
all
stop.
I'm saying is that we have been dehumanized. So what I am saying is that basically is the same thing I said last week, is that in order for us to build and come together and for us to get over this hump that we are today, we have to start looking at each other differently. You know what I'm saying? We
Yes.
have to start treating each other differently.
Yes.
We have to not understand but understand why our situation is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We have, basically, as a community, as a culture, we've been hoodwinked, tricked, and bamboozled. We have been. So that's my little tidbit of the week. It's time for us to unlearn everything that we have been taught about ourselves, so we don't perpetuate the stereotypes along with everybody else. And that's it.
Lady Shine, let me just ask you this one quick question. Give me a short answer. Is there
That's short answer.
I don't have no short answer.
and Nate,
I'm not
when
gonna
I
say
ask
nothing.
this question,
I'm not saying nothing.
Please.
I ain't gonna say. I love Lady Shine.
Do
We
you
go
know?
back
Let me
and
ask
forth.
you. Do you know what propaganda is, Nate?
No. Let me ask you this one
Hold
question.
on, do you know the definition of propaganda?
Oh my goodness! Not that she asked me that.
No, don't
I
ask Nate a question right now. Because when it gets late in the show, Nate
She said,
just gets a little antsy and starts talking.
Go ahead.
Listen,
Go ahead.
the later it gets in the show, Nate can't shut up. Now let me ask you this quick question, Lady Shine. See, early he's but once he starts to thaw out, he don't shut up. So listen,
Right.
Lady Shine, let me ask you this small question. I need a small answer. Nate, I don't need you to.
I ain't gonna say nothing. My hands is up. My hands is up. Like how I do when the cops come, because I don't want to get shot.
Lady Shine, is there anything that we can do to try to slow down this crime rate that's so high in Philly? What can people do to try to help slow down this crime rate that's rising so much right now in Philly, especially?
Oh, you know what? That's a loaded question right there.
I don't need it to be loaded. I need it
to
be loaded.
That's definitely a loaded question, but I
Well,
think
don't
I've
make it loaded.
actually answered. So you know what we have to do? You know what we have to do first and foremost? We have to treat each other. We have to start, like I said, start treating each other better. Because the question is, why are people killing each other?
Right.
Why are people? And those type of answers start in the home. It starts with the community. I heard Nate say one time on when you guys were talking about aliens, right? He said, "Cause these kids out here, they acting like aliens out here. We can't look at our people like that.
Right.
We can't do that because we need to start being, the community that I grew up in, from Virginia, the community that I grew up in. Truly, the village truly raised everybody. We need to get back to that. We need to start treating people. We need to start treating people as human beings. We're cold to each other. We act like racists to each other. So, at its simplest level, I think that we need to start basically just being good to each other. Because, you know, when people kill each other, that comes from an emotional state of hate. You know, a lot of people on drugs, and the reason why a lot of people turn on drugs because they're looking for something to fill a hole within them or whatever. You know, they're looking for something. We need to start being good to each other. We have not been good to one another.
Right.
So I feel like that's just my personal opinion. That's a loaded question. That's not even a question I think that I am equipped to answer.
We're going to ask that question at the beginning of the next show.
But I want to get back to one thing about I asked Nate, does he know what propaganda is?
Nate,
I'm back.
Do you make it short? Do you know what propaganda is?
Do you know what propaganda is?
Yeah, Jackie is propaganda.
Okay. So I'm going to read the definition of propaganda.
Oh my God, we're not doing that.
Propaganda.
Jackie, we ending the show today, Jackie.
Huh?
See, you keep running your mouth and she can't get out.
I didn't run my mouth. I went to the bathroom because she was talking so long.
Real quick, what's propaganda? Read the definition of propaganda.
That's okay, Malcolm. That's fine. That's fine. Nate is what I mean. How we need to start being better towards one another. We need to start treating people. We need to start treating each other with mutual respect. You know what I'm saying? That's you want to know how you stop shooting, because you know that type of energy, negative energy, only sparks other negative energies. We need to start being conscientious of how we deal with each other. Period.
Right. All right. Thank you very much. The beautiful Lady Shine. Listen,
next week I have news.
Yes, thank you. Have news, and we're gonna blank out Nate's screen so you can have enough time to say what you got to say.
Well, if she got 40 minutes, there's still not enough time.
Well, if you can shut up. Anyway, we're on live. Listen, this is the Hill-arious Show.
Jackie.
Listen, this is the Hill-arious Show. Make sure you tune in next Thursday, man. Comedian Malcolm Hill, Nate Dogg, N.A., Lady Shine, Street Poet. We out of here.
Don't look up propaganda, Nate.
Yeah, you full of bad propaganda. Bye, Jackie. Your numbers ain't right, Jackie.